Hi guys, welcome to my week 15 pregnancy video log. Um ah, it's been a crazy week. Every week is crazy during corona. During this pandemic. But this was an especially busy and wild sort of week. We are out in the country right now in Pennsylvania. And we live in New York City, and we're kind of just trying to isolate more and have the experience to be outside whenever we want and have some more space as we live in a small apartment with a toddler. So we came out here, and this week we had to go into the city and pack up all of our apartment and put it all in boxes, wrap up all the furniture, all the stuff, and put it in storage. So all of our stuff right now is in storage. We actually kind of live in the Poconos right now. We kind of don't live in the city. We don't have an address until the middle of next month. So that's kind of crazy. At first, it was like I felt really unsettled to do something like that because, I want to have a place to live and not have a. I'm sitting on the floor. It's very uncomfortable. Just trying to find some decent light. So I didn't want to do it at first, but I'm just listening to Jasper in the other room. He's watching a welding video, and my husband's on the phone. So all of our stuff is in storage, and at first that was kind of unsettling, but I ended up being okay with it because we signed our lease and we have a move-in date. We elected to push it another month because being in the city is kind of it's just not the best right now for us. We want to be able to get outside, and we're so much more isolated here, so we feel a lot safer from getting or spreading the virus. So we pushed it a month, so we have one more month out here, and then finally we get to go home. And I'm really homesick. I'm really ready to go home, even if life is going to be super different for a while. It's not like it's just going to be normal, like going to yoga in the morning and taking Jasper to gymnastics and then going to the market and going to the playground. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that for a while. I don't know how long it's going to be, but to be home with all of your things, which sounds kind of materialistic, but there's no place like home. I mean, home is where the heart is. We're all together, and that's the most important thing. Absolutely. And that being said, I miss my bed. you know? That's another way you can say it. Home is where your bed is. So, yeah, really looking forward to getting back there. So, we spent a few days in the city packing up, and as far as the pregnancy goes, nothing really notable. I was super energized and motivated to pack up as much as possible, as quickly as possible, and as carefully as possible. Usually, in something like in a big move, I would purge a lot of things because, you put something somewhere and then you find it years later and you're like, oh, I obviously don't need that. But that was a luxury we didn't really have this time. So packed everything up, felt super energized, and then I would just suddenly go from fine and focused to I'm shaking, I'm so hungry. It was wild, just the way the hunger came on. I just have such a voracious appetite. I'm never full. I'm never satisfied. Before noon, I eat 3 meals. I'm I'm hungry. I'm hungry, and I just want to eat. And it's probably because I don't eat meat, and I feel like that makes you stay full a lot longer. So that's part of it, but In fact, I did eat a little bit of meat one day. I had this lamb sausage in the freezer in our apartment from the farmer's market. You know, it's like all the good stuff. And I made it for the boys, for Josh and Jasper. And I ate some, and it was really good. um, I made it because I I messed up when the movers were supposed to come, and I had them come a day later. So the morning we thought they were gonna come, we were waiting, and it was like 30 minutes after 9 when they were supposed to be there, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna call. And that's when I realized that I booked them for the 15th instead of the 14th. So at that point we'd already packed up like all of our groceries and things that we were going to take, and it was like loaded in the car, so we kind of had to, anyway, it was complicated, but yeah, this is a confession. I ate some sausage and it was really good, and I'm not going to keep eating meat, but at least definitely not after this pregnancy. And out here, like, I don't really know where to get good meat or what's good meat. It's been a really long time since I've shopped for that kind of thing, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But anyway, so it was a little bit stressful, and I definitely during that period had insomnia again. So I think that is pretty much surrounding the move that has been keeping me up at night throughout this pregnancy. I haven't lost sleep in a while, but I think that all the sleep that I have lost was surrounding the move. I don't know. Are you sleeping? Is everything normal? I mean, I don't know. So in other news, speaking of what's normal, I had my first midwife appointment since we left, which is my second one total. And we did it over FaceTime. So it was super fine. It was really easy. I mean, it felt really good to speak with my midwife and have like a moment, but it wasn't quite the same. Like, I love seeing her, and when she comes over, we have like an hour, and it's very relaxed, and we talk a lot. And of course, I get to hear the baby's heartbeat, which I didn't get to hear. And look, I know he or she's in there. I'm pretty sure it's a she, by the way. I know they're in there, and I'm starting to feel little flutters and stuff if I like really focus and kind of get meditative and just, close my eyes and feel for it. I can feel movement. So I know there's baby in there and everything, but you know how nice it is to hear that heartbeat. It's such a beautiful moment to like connect with them, and I feel like every time it brings a tear to my eye. So we'll get that next month. 4 days after we move back into the city is our next appointment, so I'll see her then, and we'll do all the things. So yeah, that happened, and I told her about some other things like I've been really congested, really stuffy. She said that's very normal. Like, you have, as a pregnant person, you get a lot more blood volume. It's like the level increases dramatically, like 40% more blood volume. It's insane. And part of that, I don't really know the science behind it or how it works, but anyway, your sinuses can get really clogged up, and that's what I've been experiencing. And aside from that, I also had a nosebleed, like a crazy, like my nose just started gushing blood, like just pouring out blood one night when we were back in the city moving. So that was weird. I told her about that, and she said that's normal. These things are normal. Unpleasant, but normal. Let's see. So that was the appointment, and everything was, there's nothing. It's just chat. It's just a chat. So there's nothing that could be discovered. Today I exercised, and it was great. I realized that like part of the reason I haven't been exercising as much as I usually do is that I think I'm bored with my yoga practice. I'm just bored. Today I worked with kettlebells, which is one of the things that we were able to bring back from the city, which was really nice. So I did some sun salutations, and then I worked with kettlebells, and it felt really good. And I didn't do too much because I don't want to be sore tomorrow, so we'll see how it all works out. But that was good, and I felt really positive and a lot of energy, and I mean, I felt great. I felt great. I listened to Lizzo and got into it, and Jasper was there the whole time and asked me questions and playing around, and it was nice to be able to, not have to have like when I do yoga, I feel like I need it to be quiet, and I'm adjusting to that, but it was nice that he could just be there, and it was like no bother whatsoever, except I lost count a lot of the times. But so that's good. Sleep is fine now. Sleep is back to normal. I woke up really early this morning. I'm having very intense and vivid dreams, and I'm sure my hormones have a huge role in that. I mean, there's a lot happening, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna get into the details, but it's intense, and I've read that some women have very intense dreams during pregnancy. So if you are one of those people, you probably know what I mean. That's it. I mean, there's nothing really happening here. I'm good. The bump is growing. I'm going to show you the bump. I feel fine. I mean, I do feel like uncomfortable in my body the way it's changing, which is weird. I'm growing a baby, so like it's just at that stage where it's just like wide and it's not like a round bump, so it feels just not that attractive. That's how I feel, and I know that that's like just some weird conditioning from probably years of modeling and just being a girl growing up in America. That's kind of just how I don't know. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I think it's a tinge of body dysmorphia. So I hope that not everyone feels this way, because it's not pleasant, because then like I can easily rationalize it, but yeah, so I'm just being honest. And all that being said, I'll show you my bum. I'm actually wearing jeans today, which is kind of miraculous. Where can I put this? So there it is. It's pretty round. You can really see it here. It's very forward. It's not as much wide. It's just like forward. It's like here. So that's the bump. Everything, I don't want to say everything fits, because I don't have everything, and I only brought things that would fit, that would grow with me. But yeah, I mean, I'm still wearing my same like yoga pants and stuff, but they're getting less and less comfortable and more wide around my legs, my thighs, than I would like. That's probably not even from the pregnancy, but from just not exercising a lot and eating whatever I want. So that's what's up. I have a new podcast episode coming out. I talked with two of my friends, one in New Jersey and one in Texas, and we just kind of talked about what we're using this time for and what we hope it looks like on the other side. So check that out if you feel like it. One of my girlfriends is making beautiful tie-dyes, onesies and adult t-shirts as well, and all the proceeds are going to single mothers affected by COVID. And she's working with an organization called Tinder, the Tinder Foundation. So check that out whenever you're watching this, like even if we're way past this COVID thing, which I am, I hope that good comes from this. And I think there's a lot of potential for a lot of good to come. And we get into that in this episode. So anyway, check out the Tinder Foundation anytime. And it's a great way to help moms that are in need, and they have a great mission. So that's what's up. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. I hope your baby's good. I hope everyone's well. Yeah. love to all, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.